What's up travellers, SJ Aviation HQ here, welcome back to another video here for the channel. In today's video I'm doing the model review of the LATAM Brasil Boeing 777-300ER by JC Wings in the Star Wars livery. This model here was released in 2020 by JC Wings, not sure which month it was released in, but I know it was released that year. And of course this model here is in the Star Wars Galaxy Edge livery, as I just mentioned. And this livery here is quite famous around the world, as of course it is greatly seen in in Brazil, but also destinations like Miami and London Heathrow. Before we go ahead and check out the box, the very simple box you can see in front of you, I'm going to read out some information about the airline of LATAM Brasil, and some information about the aircraft, and a little bit of history of the operator, which of course is LATAM Brasil. LATAM Brasil is the Brazilian brand of the LATAM Airlines group, and is the flag carrier of Brazil. The airline was founded originally on February 21st, 1961, but was founded as LATAM Airlines on May 5th, 2016, after the completion of the merger between TAM and LAN Chile, which took place on June 22nd, 2012. Headquartered in Sao Paulo, Brazil, LATAM Brasil Airlines operates scheduled passenger services to destinations within Brazil, as well as international flights to Europe and other parts of North and South America. According to Planespotters.net, LATAM Brasil Airlines has an aircraft fleet consisting of 131 aircraft, including 10 Boeing 777-300ERs, with an average fleet age of 10.8 years. LATAM Airlines, or LATAM Brasil Airlines, or the LATAM Airlines Group, joined the Oneworld Alliance on March 31st, 2004, but left the Oneworld Alliance on May 1st, 2020. So going into some information about the aircraft, the MSC number of this aircraft we're looking at today is 37664. This aircraft's line number is 727, which means this aircraft was the 727th 777 developed at Boeing. This aircraft here was built as a Boeing 777-300ER, of course ER standing for extended range, and specifically this aircraft is a 3-2 Whiskey ER, 2 Whiskey being the Boeing designator code for the aircraft that are built originally by Boeing, but that are going to be delivered to a Brazilian aircraft, or a Brazilian airline. And I believe all 10 of the 777s that are belonging to LATAM Brasil that were originally delivered to TAM Airlines all have 2 Whiskey as their designator code. This aircraft here performed its first flight on June 9th, 2008. This aircraft here is 13.8 years old. The test registration of this aircraft was November 5573 Sierra. This aircraft here was produced at Everett Plainfield, which of course is near Seattle, Washington. And this airframe is currently active, which means it's currently flying around the world and not grounded. So the registration of this aircraft that we're looking at today is Papa Tango-Mike Uniform Alpha. Again, this aircraft is a Boeing 777-300ER, a 3-2 Whiskey ER. This aircraft here was delivered to TAM Airlines on August 14th, 2008, but then was delivered to LATAM Airlines, or LATAM Brasil, on May 5th, 2016, after the completion of the merger. This aircraft here is equipped with 2 General Electric GE90-115 Bravo engines. This aircraft was leased to Aircastle in 2014. It was reconfigured in September 2019 and was painted into the current Star Wars Galaxy Edge livery in September of 2019. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out this very, very simple box. So as you can see, before I show you up close of the placard you can see in the middle of the box here, the reason why this model's box is orange, it was released in the JC Wings release in during the year 2020, but of course this one here is not licensed. So of course the Star Wars Walt Disney World is very strict on licensing. So the reason why the box is orange is because this aircraft was technically released under the branding of EW Wings. That is basically the branch or the arm of JC Wings of when they release models that aren't licensed by the carrier or the specific special livery, or, the company that is the special livery is of. So for this example, Star Wars and Walt Disney World, as I just mentioned, that they are very strict and very difficult to get licensing for. So that's basically the reason why the box is orange. I believe in my review of the Dreams Take Flight livery, that's on the 787, the purple and pink livery. If you haven't seen that model review, go ahead and check out the top right corner right about now. And also in a later review, you'll be seeing the Turkish Airlines A350-900 by JC Wings, also EW Wings, that will also be in a white box. So do stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and show you up close. And this is the only real details that are on the box. So as you can see, just bringing it really close here, in the top right corner, or top left, sorry, we can see the scale. This of course is a 1:1 scale. Top left, top center, sorry, is the LATAM Airlines logo. In the middle is the aircraft, and bottom left is the Walt Disney World Resort, Florida. Star Wars Galaxy Edge logo. Just there is the Boeing 777-300ER titles in the Boeing font, of course that is the aircraft type. And just there is the registration of the aircraft, Papa Tango Mike Uniform Alpha. That really is the only details apart from the barcode and the item number EW 477W007 and the awarding information. That is really the only thing that is on the box, including the back. I mean, that it is really that simple. So there's not really that much I can go through in terms of the detailing of the box. I mean, it is very, very simple. It's also very nice. I mean, the model does the box justice, and I mean, this box is absolutely massive. I mean, same with the Turkish Airlines box you'll be seeing in a later review. In one of the next few reviews you'll be seeing on the channel. This box is absolutely massive. I suppose the 777-300ER is a pretty long aircraft. It's one of the world's longest aircraft. Of course, the world's longest aircraft is the 777X. In terms of passenger aircraft, and then followed behind very closely by the 747-8 Intercontinental, and then I think it's the A340-600 or the 777-300ER and the A350-1000. I'm pretty sure they are very, very close to being in the close proximity of the length, but of course the 777-9X is the longest aircraft that has taken flight. But now that we've gone through the information about the aircraft and the airline and shown you the very simple box, let's go ahead and check out the model. And here is the absolutely stunning LATAM Brasil Airlines Boeing 777-300ER in the Galaxy's Edge Star Wars livery. This model here again was released by JC Wings during the year 2020, and I am happy to have it in my collection. This model here, if you are unaware, or if you follow me on Instagram, my airport account, you may have seen that I was tossing up between this one and the EVA Air 777 by JC Wings. I believe they were released in the same release, or relatively the same releases, or near to them, and maybe months apart. But I have done the remodel review of EVA Air 777-300ER. Top right corner is where you need to go to check out that review. In the corner right about now. But here we have the aircraft here in the beautiful livery. I don't actually know why I was on the fence with this aircraft, because when it arrived a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago really, I was absolutely amazed with the amount of detail that is on this aircraft, in the engines, in the landing gear, on the wings, and even the feel when in your hands of the aircraft when I rub my thumbs over the decaling of the rear of the aircraft, where the your Star Wars titles are. It is very metallic, like it's quite a rough texture, but it is really nice. But in this model review section of this video, I'm going to be doing the model review of the aircraft from nose to tail, showing you the different aspects of the aircraft, and also giving you some insights and information along the way. So let's go ahead and check out the model. So zooming in to the front part of the aircraft and putting the aircraft nose in the shot. Just here we have the nose cone. Of course, under that would be the component called the weather radar. There is a component on board that lets the pilots know whether there's any rough weather ahead, or rough weather cells, thunderstorms pretty much. So then they know whether to proceed on their flight plan, or whether to divert around it and then rejoin the flight plan that they've made. Above that would be just here at the end of the point. You can't quite see it with the helmet of the stormtrooper just here. That is where the window wipers are, but you can clearly make out where the cockpit windows are. Just here, the windshield of the cockpit windows, and of course just here, it's quite predominant. You can make out the helmet of the stormtrooper. Very nice. Just here we have the L1 boarding door. That is one of two boarding doors of this aircraft. Of course, the other one is located just here. That is the L2 boarding door. Here we have the nose gear door and the letters MUA, or Mike Uniform Alpha. That is the last three digits of the registration, which of course is Papa Tango - Mike Uniform Alpha. And this one, I believe this aircraft here was the first aircraft for LATAM or TAM Airlines, when the previous owner. And of course, this aircraft here was delivered to TAM on August the 14th, 2008, and was then delivered to LATAM Brazil on May the 5th, 2016, after the completion of the merger between TAM Airlines and LATAM Brasil Airlines. And here we have the nose gear door. The nose gear. Here we go. There it is. There. Here we have the emblem of LATAM. Not sure if anyone has kind of noticed this, but this here is sort of in the shape of the continent of South America. Of course, that is where LATAM is based in Brazil, of course, and of course they have multiple airlines in the group. Of course, there's LATAM Argentina, LATAM Peru, LATAM Colombia. I'm pretty sure there's of course there's LATAM Chile. That is pretty much one of the main airlines. Of course, that's where the Dreamliners are from. I think LATAM Brazil has one or two 787-9s in their fleet, and of course LATAM Chile is based in Santiago in Chile. And of course there's there's LATAM Brazil and other ones, So it is a dominant airline in South America. Here we have the cabin windows. I believe that is first class, business class, and further down here will be premium economy, and the rest of it will be economy. Do let me know in the comment section below if you have flown on board this aircraft, or any of the LATAM Airlines 777s. Let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what your experience was like. I would like to eventually fly on board a LATAM Airlines 777 or LATAM Airlines in general. That's the LATAM Chile part of it. Do let me know in the comment section below. I would like to hear your feedback and your stories. On top of the fuselage, you can just make out at the end of the point you just here is the red anti-collision beacon light. Of course, unlike the Aviation 100 beacon light, of course that one is like a red jewel. This one here is already painted onto the fuselage. Here is the first antenna on top of the fuselage. There are two other ones at the rear of the fuselage, which you'll see soon. And here is the one of just here, and also here is sort of like an emergency exit if they can't get out anywhere else. And of course, there's another one here. So just going to move to the middle section of this aircraft, just focusing on this part of the aircraft. Just going to try and zoom in. I can't, so that's alright. Here is the number, I believe this is number 1 engine on this aircraft. Of course, this is the General Electric GE90 engine. This is the world's second largest aircraft engine, second only to the GE9X, which is powering, of course, the 777X or the 777-9X at the moment. If you want to go ahead and check out the model review I did of the Boeing 777-9X in the Sunrise livery by JC Wings, top right corner, there will be the card leading you to that video. But here, of course, is the Goliath 777-300ER's engine. Of course, this engine is also found on the 777-200LR and, of course, the 777 freighters. But it's also seen on the 777-200ERs, but of course that is a less, less powerful variant of the GE90. And behind the exhaust and below the rear pylon, we can see the triple bogie of the 777-300ERs, or the 777 in general. Here is the L3 door that is used as an emergency exit door. You can just make out the pathway down the wing there, where the passengers are instructed to walk on in the event of an emergency in the water. And here is one of the 2 landing lights on the wings. Of course, there's another one on the other side, which I'll show you in the front on view of the model once we get to that point. Moving down the wing, very, very nice, and just focusing on this part just here near the middle of the shot, you can just make out the right wingtip. Here is the red navigation light. I've mentioned this in some videos in the past. Of course, this is one of the main differences of the variant being the 777-300ER opposed to the basic 777-300. Of course, the IATA code for this aircraft is 77 Whiskey, and of course the ICAO code is Bravo 77 Whiskey. The whiskey, which is representing the W, is representing the word wingtip. That is to represent that this aircraft has a wingtip. Whereas the other, the model of the 777-300 doesn't have a wingtip. It just has the flat edge of the wing. And of course, the other main difference between this variant and that variant is the fact that the 300ER has the GE90s and the 777-300 has the Rolls-Royce Trents. So that are the 2 main differences between the 2 variants, and easy identification points to point out what variant is which. So moving to the rear section of the fuselage, just going to focus and of course bring the rear to the shot. So just here we can just make out, if I can get it in there, we can see the Walt Disney World titles, Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Very, very beautiful, and you just see the L4 door that is used as an emergency exit door, but when the aircraft is either in the water, if there's too much congestion near the middle of the aircraft where the wings are, or it is used during the event of an emergency on the ground. You can see that when you're on the ground, you can sometimes see the emergency slides. That is when this door is mainly used. On top of the fuselage, directly above the word world, you can see the SATCOM, the Wi-Fi dome that provides the IFE, the in-flight entertainment on board the aircraft, and the screens behind each seat and in front of each passenger. Very, very nice. And here on the top of the fuselage, if I can get it to focus on it, you can see the second antenna on top of the fuselage, followed by the last one. And here we see the Star Wars titles, and here is the Galaxy Edge titles below that, and below the word, just below the E of Edge, you can just make out the registration of the aircraft, Papa Tango dash Mike Uniform Alpha, and just on the word on the R and the S of Wars and the G of Edge, just make out the L5 door, which is mainly used as a catering door. And here is the main focus of the livery. Of course, this here is the Stormtrooper. I, for one, have never really seen Star Wars. I know that may frustrate a lot of people that end up watching this video, but I can't say that I'm too much of a fan of Star Wars. Many of you may just ask me why did I end up getting the model when it has Star Wars on it, but I basically got it because I love the livery, and it's quite iconic, So I thought, well, why not? Let's get the livery and have it as part of my collection. But yeah, haven't really seen any of the movies. I've maybe seen one or two of the trailers of the movies, but I haven't seen any of the movies, to be honest. So here is the Stormtrooper of Star Wars. This part of the helmet, you can see that was on the nose of the aircraft. So here is of course this is the tail fin, and also known as the vertical fin or the vertical stabilizer. There is the leading edge of the 777's tail fin. You can't really make it out, but here is the rudder, and that's very, very nice. Here is the horizontal stabilizer, and there are no little logo lights on this one, but they would be around about here on it. But they are usually a device that lights up the tail fin during night operations. To let the ATC, the workers in the control tower, where the aircraft is, what airline it is, and where they pretty much to navigate the aircraft to where it's meant to be going, either to the runway or to the gate, or where they are going. Also used as a marketing tool for those within the vicinity of an airport. Of course, this one here would be a great marketing tool for the movies of Star Wars, and of course LATAM, because LATAM is the airline that operates the aircraft. But yeah, it would be a great marketing tool for those that haven't seen Star Wars like me to maybe go and check it out. And here, of course, is the APU, the exhaust, the auxiliary power unit, which is basically an additional engine. Of course, this aircraft has two main engines, but of course this is mainly used turned on before the power of the engines are turned on, and then turned off when the engines are fully running. So the GE90s, for example, and then the aircraft APU is turned on again 2 minutes after the aircraft exits the runway, and then it is left on until the pilots give the all clear to turn it off. And of course, just there is where the exhaust is, just where the pointer is, just there, and you may be able to see on the other side once we get there, there is no outlet for the exhaust. So let's go ahead and turn the model around, showing you the differences of this other side. Of course, the main differences you can see already when I flip it around is that everything you saw on the other side is generally flipped around. But main differences, if I pick the model up, just there, you can see the forward baggage compartment. At the rear of the fuselage, you can just make out the rear baggage compartment. And on the right wingtip, if I can get it to focus, you can see the green navigation light just there. And as I just mentioned before, there is no exhaust outlet for the sides at the rear of the aircraft. So that is very, very cool. I do really like this livery. As I mentioned, the texture of the decaling of this model is absolutely amazing. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this model at all that I can see. There is some nice detailing of the landing gear. Of course, that is where the ram air turbine would be. That is the little propeller that is hanging down from the fuselage during the testing of the aircraft. That there is an up close, if I can get it into the shot, the helmet of the stormtrooper that you just saw on the tail fin. There is the intakes of the engines, and there's another one. Very, very nice. And on the bottom of the aircraft, you can just make out just there the emblem of LATAM. And on this side's wing, you can just make out Papa Tango Dash. And then on the other side is Mike Uniform Alpha. Very, very nice. This model is absolutely beautiful. There is the entranceway to the APU just there at the bottom of the Stormtrooper, and there is where the stand hole is and the anti-collision beacon. Nice detailing of the landing gear doors, and of course there is the landing gear, the nose gear door. Very, very nice, beautifully done. Not sure if the wings are the right colour though, but I mean, otherwise that it is an outstanding model. If you haven't got this model and you are trying to find it, I really highly recommend trying your best to find it. It is a very, very, very nice model. I ended up getting it from First Class Collectibles. I will leave the link in the description below to the website where I got it from. I think I might do that for now on in my model reviews. That is if I remember where I bought it from. So I usually buy my models from either my hobby house, First Class Collectibles, or eBay, or sometimes I get them from Waffle Collectibles. I mainly get GEC from them. But yeah, I will leave the link below to where I got it from, or potentially the link to the direct link to the model, and hopefully it's in stock, so anyone that is wanting to get it can get it into your collection before it goes out of stock. So I hope everyone enjoyed the model review of this LATAM Brasil Airlines Boeing 777-300ER by JC Wings, or EW Wings. Of course, it came in the orange box. I will, before concluding the video, go through my social handles. Of course, I have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, my airport's website. I should soon have a Patreon account, and am a member of a Discord server. So of course, the Instagram accounts. I have my airport account. You can see in the background. I will go into detail about why you can see models on the airport. But if you want to come along and support me on there, I host live streams. I post photos and videos of my my model collection. Soon to be taking photos of the models you can see in the background. Is movement uploads for SkyTeam Alliance. Also on there, I announce all the news and updates for my airports network. If you want to come along and check out the Instagram account and also support me on there, the first link in the social area below. Under that will be the link leading you to my airline livery design. So that's where I post all of my custom livery designs that I make on Adobe Photoshop. That sounds something you'd be interested in. Go check it out. The second link in the social area below. Below that is my new Instagram account, infiniteflight.andy. I recently posted a video of a flight, Japan Airlines 777, the landing in Tokyo Haneda. That was my most recent video. You'll see it very, very soon on the left hand side. If you want to go ahead and check that out, that's where I post the videos and the photos of my of my whereabouts around the world on Infinite Flight. I'm a grade 4 pilot on there. Go ahead and check the third link in the description box below. Under that will be the Twitter page and of course the Facebook page to the SJ Productions pages. That is, SJ Productions is basically the main branch or the main arm or the main branding of everything that I do on YouTube and Instagram. So I basically post everything, mostly everything of what you see on YouTube and of course Instagram of my airport account. That is, I want to go ahead and check those out. The links will be in the description below the Instagram links. Below that will be the website that I have for SJ International Airport, sjairport.com. I recently unveiled that for the very first time on an Instagram live stream. I will throw out a disclaimer just now. If you want to have the utmost professional experience of that website, make sure you check it out on a PC device or a laptop. Of course, the website is not yet compatible for a mobile device, so I really highly recommend you guys, if you're interested in checking it out, to check it out via a laptop or a PC. And of course, I mentioned before, soon enough I'll be launching my Patreon account for SJ Productions. That is where you guys could support me for what you see on YouTube and of course Instagram as well, whether it is through equipment wise for YouTube videos and editing softwares as well, and of course if you want to support me model collecting wise as well. And if you want to come along and join a Discord server, mainly based around aviation, the Global Aviation Alliance is where you need to come. What we do on there, we basically talk about everything aviation. You could talk about it as well. Favorite airlines, favorite aircraft, favorite experiences, history of airlines, model collecting, flight simulators, plane spotting around the world, and other things, other off-topic things as well, music, movies, sports, etc. But when you come along and join that, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll lead you to my Instagram page, the first link in the description below, and then I'll lead you to one of the 4 admins of that Discord server where you can hopefully apply to be a member of the Alliance. So that does conclude the video of the review of the LATAM Brasil Airlines Boeing 777-300ER by JC Wings, EW Wings of course, in the Star Wars Galaxy Edge livery. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment below, and also if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing, and also ding that bell icon next to it so you don't miss out any future videos. I have a great bunch of videos on the way, including the model review of that Turkish Airlines Airbus A350-900, the WestJet Boeing 787-9 by NG Models, and of course the model airport update. At long last, another model airport update of the SkyTeam Alliance members that you can see in the background at the moment. So do stay tuned for all that great activity, and of course I do have an unboxing to do once the aircraft arrive. Models on the way. I must say before the video ends, I've got the Southern Air 777 freighter by Gemini Jets that was released last year. I've got the Air Canada 787-9 by Gemini Jets that was released very recently. I pre-ordered the North Atlantic Airways from NG Models that was released in the most recent release, and the Japan Airlines A350 in the One World livery. So they will be have a model review of fairly soon once they arrive, of course. But other than that, that is basically everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, again, consider subscribing below and ding that bell icon next to it so you don't miss out any of those new, videos coming up. Also comment below what you thought about the video, if you got this model yourself, or other great feedback. On the left hand side, soon enough, will be my most recent video, which was of the landing of the Japan Airlines into Tokyo, Haneda. On the right hand side will be the full playlist of model reviews I've done on the channel so far. In the middle is where you can subscribe. But until next time, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.